Hey everyone, I'm Rob and welcome to the test drive. So I review a lot of different cars on my channel, but today I'm doing a very special review of my 2015 Ford Fusion Titanium, and I want to wish a happy birthday to my Fusion because I purchased this right at the beginning of February 2015, so it's been just about 3 years now that I've owned this car, and I've driven it almost 75,000 miles. I'm actually just about to pass the 74,000 mile mark. So I wanted to share with you the experience that I had with this car, as well as give you some background on it. We're also going to take it on the road. But first, cue the glamour shots for the 2015 Fusion. Yeah, I know it's a Ford Fusion, but cue the glamour shots. What do you mean we don't have any glamour shots of the Fusion? Give me that! So if this is your first time visiting the channel, or if you've been living under a rock and just don't know, we are giving away a GoPro Hero 4 session camera on the channel. I set a goal a little over a month ago for us to hit 1,000 subscribers before February 20th, and because of all of the awesome people that are subscribed to this channel, we not only hit the goal, but we exceeded it, and it's been absolutely awesome. And because of that, I want to give away a GoPro Hero 4 session camera. I'm so excited about it, and I'm also excited to announce the next giveaway. So we're going to be giving this away on February 25th. It's a Sunday. I will draw the name that morning. It'll probably be evening in some parts of the world, but I'm so excited to give that away and announce the winner, and then also announce the next giveaway at that time. So all you have to do to be entered to win is to be subscribed to this channel. That's it. And I'm gonna, again, announce the winner on Sunday, February 25th. So excited to do so, and looking forward to giving it away. So my Ford Fusion is a 2015 model year, and at the time there were 3 different trims available. You had the S, which was the base model, the SE, which was the mid-level trim, and then at the top end you had the Titanium, and that's what I purchased right here. Now, one of the reasons I purchased the Titanium was because of the look. I mean, I just love the look of this Fusion with the 19-inch rim option, rear little spoiler, as well as the dual exhaust. The front looks really awesome too. So I just really love the look of this Titanium. It looked so much better than, you know, at least in my opinion, of the SEs that I looked at. Now, it was also an upgrade with the Titanium to get the 19-inch rims. So the standard 18-inch rims were these like multi-spoke, looked like it would be really difficult to clean anyways. I just really love the look of these 19-inch H-spoke wheels. They just looked so good. So when I saw that, I knew I had to get this one. Now, when Ford redesigned the Fusion for the 2013 model year, I absolutely loved it. I mean, the front is so much more aggressive, and Ford has done very well with this generation of the Fusion. They've really sold a lot of cars. I still love to look at it, even after 3 years and 75,000 miles, and, you know, even with owning a BMW X5, I still look at this car and think, it's a good looking car. Another criteria for me when I purchased it was getting all-wheel drive. So I had to get either like a higher-end SE or I had to get a Titanium. That was also another deciding factor in terms of buying the Fusion, because if you look at the cars in this class, the only competitor at the time that offered all-wheel drive was the Chrysler 200, and I really wasn't as excited about the 200 as I was about this Fusion. And I mean, if you look at the 200, it's been discontinued, so you know, that wouldn't even be an option today. And underneath the hood of this Fusion is the 2-liter twin scroll turbocharged 4-cylinder EcoBoost engine that puts out 240 horsepower, 270 pound-feet of torque. Now, another couple options that I had in this, a lot of them came standard with the titanium, but you got the Sony sound system, you got the large My Ford Touch infotainment system with the large touch screen. Now it's everything Sync 3, which is so much better than the My Ford Touch, but I still like the My Ford Touch. It works fine. You have a large backup camera, has the moonroof that I really like, and the seats are heated and cooled. This does not have the heated steering wheel. That was an option, and it was only a $130 option at the time. They just didn't have one on the dealer lot that actually had it. So this is the proximity key here. It's the older style key. Put your finger here to lock it. Put your hand in the handle to unlock it. Very simple. I love this. BMW has this. I just like this better than the button. Push button start, and we're off. I don't normally drive with it in sport, but I figured I might as well. It doesn't really do much other than it shifts a little bit later, but nothing crazy different. Now this does get up pretty quickly considering that it is a 4-cylinder. Got a lot of cars on the road for some reason. And the cornering, I mean, you get some body roll, but it's not bad. And, you know, for what it is, for being, I mean, it's a mid-sized sedan, but I mean, this is a family car. And with the all-wheel drive and, you know, the 270 pound-feet of torque, 240 horsepower, it really performs pretty well. You know, certainly is fun to drive. You know, not obviously when you're behind people like this, but oh, there's so much traffic. I don't understand. I mean, that's such a manufactured sound that you're hearing though with these EcoBoost engines, with the induction noise. I mean, it just is what it is. You know, I'll show you what it sounds like from the outside as well when you're kind of doing pulls, if that's what you want to call them. It's not the same sound as from inside the car, not even remotely. I mean, from the outside, it sounds almost like nothing is happening. It's a little bit of a rattle, basically. But this is such a comfortable car to be in. I mean, I've driven this car on road trips that were over 12 hours, and I mean, it is just such a comfortable place to be. The seats are so soft. The steering wheel's really soft. Extremely soft headrests. You know, the driving position, sitting position is just awesome. I'm gonna take it a little bit more spiritedly through the corners here so you can kind of see how it handles. I mean, I'm pretty pleased with it. It's a family sedan, it's a Ford, and it really grips. I mean, I do like these Michelin Primacy tires as well. It grips. I mean, it really, like, those are some tight corners. And I don't drive it this way very often. Most of my driving is at highway speeds, driving 75 to 80 miles an hour, not really pushing it that hard, but you know, it is nice that you can take off. And you know, I certainly don't baby it, but at the same time, I'm not usually just pushing it through every corner. But I do want to show you that, you know, this is a car that can do that if you want. Now, if you're really looking for that, and you specifically want a Ford Fusion, you know, today, if I was buying a Ford Fusion, I'd be buying the Fusion Sport. It just didn't exist in 2015, you know, when I purchased this car. I mean, the grip is pretty good. Now, one concern that I had, and I've heard a lot of people have with a lot of these EcoBoost engines, and you know, Ford really trying to leave the world of naturally aspirated engines, is the reliability. And for me, this Fusion has actually been extremely reliable, and I had some of those concerns as well going to this turbocharged 4-cylinder instead of a V6. The thing that excited me about it was the fact that this was more powerful than the V6 naturally aspirated Fusion was when they, you know, abandoned that after the 2012 model year. And obviously now there's the Fusion Sport that has the twin turbocharged 2.7 liter EcoBoost. That thing is just awesome. But again, I mean, I'm almost 75,000 miles in and have had zero issues. I mean, starts up immediately every single time, runs strong. There's been no issues in terms of reliability at all. I mean, no check engine lights, absolutely nothing. Now, I will say with the 19-inch rims, you do have to replace tires quite frequently. I'm on my third set of tires now, so this originally came with these Continental Conti Pro Contact tires, and I drove those up to 32,000 miles, and I really should have replaced them probably in the high 20s because they were absolutely dead when I finally did replace them. And I replaced them with Michelin Primacy MXM4 tires, and those were about $1,200 to replace, including installation and everything. And those took me to about 68 or so thousand miles, so they lasted a little bit longer than the Continentals, but they were very good up until right at the end, versus the Continentals were just, once you got into the 20s, they were just bad. So I did replace them with another set of the Michelin Primacy MXM4 tires. I got a little bit of a break on them this time, so it was about $1,000 all in, so a little bit better. Other than that, I did have to replace the rear brake pads and rotors. That was probably an $800 or so expense. Might have been a little bit less, I don't remember exactly. But other than that, I mean, it's really been, it's just wear and tear parts. I mean, it's been trouble-free. I've replaced filters, and I did a decarb service around 60,000 miles. But other than that, it's been regular oil changes, filter changes, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's been highly reliable, at least in my experience with it. It's been an absolutely bulletproof powertrain, and I've really had a good experience with it. So the reason I made this video is because I wanted to be able to provide constant ownership updates of every vehicle that I own. So the Fusion, the X5, any other vehicles that I own in the future, I wanted to be able to do that in addition to all the reviews and other types of videos that I post. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'm Rob, this is The Test Drive. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to my channel. It does help me make more videos, and you'll be entered to win the GoPro Hero 4 Session camera that we're giving away on Sunday the 25th of February. And I'm very excited to give that away. It's going to be the first of many giveaways. So all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, join the fun, and I'll talk to you soon.